Hello, everybody. Salty Walty is back. I have a match in my Gelgoog Gunthar. Um, I've been wanting this suit for a while, and it was finally introduced through Regret Ticket Shop, and I finally have it. I like it, but it's squishy, very squishy. Which is understandable. It's a 350 cost raid. Um, It's got the Goof's Heat Sword instead of the standard Naginata that most Gelgoogs will carry. It's got an instant stunning beam rifle, which is a redesign of the standard Gelgoog rifle, but it's modified for like hot areas, and so this fucking this Efort though, but it's essentially a Gelgoog ground type that has been modified because they didn't exactly have all the parts they needed to mass produce a lot of Gelgoog ground types, so they just went with what they had and some redesigns. And you know what? It turned out really good looking, if you ask me. Plus, as you guys know, I'm a freaking sucker for heat swords, and the Gelgoog looks really good with a heat sword. So yeah. Uh, like I said before, it's very squishy, but like all of its weapons hit exceedingly hard, like fantastically hard. Most supports can't survive more than a few combos with this suit, uh, and it leads to a very early death for them, like very fast, quick death. From what I've noticed, it's in general just a very I don't mind seeing these guys on my team because these guys can actually pull both weight in ranged combat and melee combat. Especially with the sub Sternfaust. Uh, the only changes I would make would just up its defenses just a smidgen, just a little bit, just to cover um, some of the some of the defense problems, because this thing, the moment anything looks at it, it kind of dies like very easily. And I think it's a lot of people's problems with it because that's the main complaint about it is they're used to using Gelgoogs that have actually pretty decently sized shields, and so when it comes down to it, they're not used to a shield that is actually really freaking tiny. Um, so that downswing with the heat sword, so you guys know, if you don't recognize it, that is the Zogox downswing that is with his heat sword. Um, so a lot of people, I've noticed, and I do it all the time too myself, is that they miss, and uh, I miss because I'm always expecting the standard Gelgoog downswing, and then all of a sudden it's not. I'm surrounded. There's three of them. I'm in danger. Uh, but yeah, like this suit's fun. I really like it. It's one of my favorite MSVs for Gelgoog, mainly because it's got a freaking heat sword again. I'm a sucker for the heat sword, man. The heat sword's such a good looking weapon, and then on top of it, the Gelgoog is a very good looking mobile suit. So you got two of the coolest freaking things together. Same with the Zaku one with a heat sword. Looks badass. The heat sword makes everything look badass. Even Jim. Um, in the manga panel, there in one of the mangas for 0080, 81 Sankey, there is a manga panel that has a Jim with two goof shoulder pads and a heat sword. And I'm going to tell you, that Jim looks badass. um, but yeah, just stuff I really like, and I wish more suits had access to this weapon because nothing's stopping any other suit from running, and this is including Federation mobile suits, because I'm pretty sure the Federation mobile suits also had access to feeding the heat of their generator into their hands. Um, but that's how the heat weapons are based. The blades are not heated by themselves, or the blade doesn't heat themselves. It's the heat from the generator flowing into the arms, into ports into the hands that feed the heat into the melee weapons itself, which makes them glow and cut easier because it's heating up whatever the target is hitting. So really it's kind of like thermodynamics, if I'm not mistaken. I've never been like really smart when it comes to that type of stuff, so someone else could probably explain that type of stuff better than I can. But yeah, like I'm pretty sure most mobile suits have that ability. But yeah, it's really cool. I just, you know, wish more suits can, like, that's the one thing that really makes me sad, is that most suits don't have more weapon customization in this game. This is freaking not Ifrit. I know it's his job, but he has a hate boner for me. You notice that? He's just like always there. But yeah, like it's just one of those things that I wish we had more access to, like weapon customization, because there's heat bayonets, if you guys didn't know, for the 120s. I want that. I want a secondary melee weapon on my Zaku's that I can just switch to, and that would be perfect. A heat bayonet, which some Zaku's and their 120s carry. So it's just one of those things that I wish we could do. Yeah, if you guys have never played or seen anything like Warhammer 40k-ish, the faction Chaos or Chaos Space Marines, they have a shtick about putting blades on the end of everything. And that includes pintle-mounted weaponry. And that's weaponry mounted on like a stand on a tank, so it can be used by infantry, right? So what happens is that sometimes these dickheads like to put bayonets on the end of pintle-mounted weaponry like that. And it makes me giggle every time I see it, because there's nothing funnier than watching a Chaos Space Marine that's blowing away somebody with their the combi bolter on their tank, and it's got a bayonet at the end of it. I'm just sitting there thinking, Bud, what you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with it? That bitch is mounted to the tank. Tell me how you're gonna freaking stab somebody with this blade. You can't move but left and right and up and down. Like, tell me, buddy. It's stuff like that. Like, this is the reason why I love 40k, because some of the weapon designs are just some of the most stupidest things. It's like EDF when it comes to like stupidity, but it's also just fucking cool, man. Yeah, it's stupid shit like that I wish we could do in GBO, you know. Damn, these desert colors I got on it, which I forget what I stole them from, looked really good. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Gunthar. Needs slight buff, otherwise its damage is absolutely banging. It does so much damage. Like, as you can see, like, I barely did anything this match, and I got 91,000 damage. It's kind of gross. But, yeah, very fun mobile suit. I enjoy this suit quite a bit. It's neat. Looks good. But, let's take a look at the patrons. We have Brandon Markey, Shipper, Azrael, Dragon Spark, 90 Gun Nuggers, Jeff Dunclaff, Maverick, Momika, Peter Strike, Oni Savage, Adam, Pseudo Souls, Alimo, Steel Tana, Minty Robo, Mysteries, Mercenary, Talameus, Phantom, Osi, Viscarian, Xena, Ghost, Michael, Bryson, I forgot, not Michael, it's Kig. Why do I keep messing that up? It's Kig, Bryson, Claudio, Christopher, Crusader, Serena, Leo, Kokoko, Xenic, Shadow, NJ Bean, Streeter, Rand Hero, Destroyers, Sean, Living Deborah, David, RGM, and Zobla Aki. I want to thank you guys for supporting me. It means a lot, and we shall talk to you guys later.